Welcome to the Lesson 7 assignment video. And here we're going to just show you what we're expecting with the Lesson 7 assignment. Again, you're going to have the standard template where you're going to have the footer at the bottom, the standard footer at the bottom, you're going to have your company name at the top, and then you're going to have your menu up at the top near the company name. Okay, the bulk of our changes is going to be in the newsletter menu. So we're going to create a newsletter page, and here you're going to have an article. Again, I just use Ellipse and Morum just to kind of show you the formatting. But the key thing here is you're going to have, in desktop mode, you're going to have one image here, and then the article text is going to surround that image, just kind of like you see here. Now, this is going to be responsive, so what you'll see is as I shrink the width of the screen, a couple things you're going to see happening. The size, this is going to shrink the size of the image, as you see here, and then also you'll see that the article still remains wrapped around the image. Okay, and then so when you shrink it up to a certain point, this is where it's going to flip over to kind of mobile device mode. So this is more like an iPhone situation. So when you do that, a couple things happen. The image changes. So I want the image to change once you get down to iPhone size. And then you also notice we go from 2-column down to a 1-column format, which again for mobile devices makes it easier because you're more likely to scroll up and down on a mobile device. Okay, so a couple of hints on how to do that because we covered everything you need in the past lessons, but just some special things you might want to think of when you do that. One thing, again, you're going to want to use media queries for this, but you're also going to make sure that your image expands and contracts. So whenever you do your image, you want that image to be a certain let's say you want to keep it a certain percentage. You can play around with that just to make sure that you get that same effect here, because I kind of play around with it a little bit myself. So that's one hint I'll give you. Again, the other thing you're going to want to do is when you go to print, again, I'm going to go ahead and print. A couple other things that happen when we shrunk. You notice the color changed on the text. So the text was black. And then when we went down to mobile size, the text turned blue. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing we want to change is if we go ahead and print. All right, so in landscape mode, you're going to display the picture like you see in desktop mode, and the text is in red now when you're in print mode. So you want to use that media query print to align that, and just make sure that in landscape mode it's one thing. When we switch it over to portrait, then it gets to kind of that iPhone mode. So right now you see that the image changes to the other image, and then you still have the again, because of where it's at, you still have the second image appear here. Okay, so that's the difference between landscape and portrait. Okay, so again, if you have any questions or anything comes up, please feel free to email me, ask any questions, be happy to answer them. And again, thanks for joining.